Hello, today we're going to talk about installing the Protege Motorized Deadbolt Wireless Lock. The installation of this lock will require the following preps. The first prep is a 2 1/8 inch bore through the door. This prep is located either 2 3/4 or 2 3/8 from edge of door to center line of prep. If you have a beveled edge door, the inside and outside preps will grow accordingly. The industry standard for a beveled edge door is 1/8 inch over 2 inches. Typically, the backset is measured from center of the edge of the door to center of the prep. The next prep we're going to talk about is the latch bolt prep. The latch bolt prep requires a 1 inch bore from the edge of the door to the 2 1/8 inch bore. It also requires a 1 1/8 inch wide by 2 1/4 inch tall by 5/32 deep prep. In the event that your door is not pre-prepped, you'll need the following tools. You'll need a drill, a 2 1/8 inch hole saw, a 1 inch hole saw, a tape measure, a pencil, a square, a chisel, as well as a hammer, a utility knife, and a screwdriver. Inside each box, you should find a template that will assist in verifying your preps are correct or prepping the door if necessary. You will also find the exterior escutcheon, the interior escutcheon, and a box containing parts such as batteries, screw pack, a dust box, frame strike plate, latch bolt, and keys. After verifying the door prep is correct, the next step would be to install the latch bolt. To install the latch bolt, we want to make sure the crosshairs are down and the ICT symbol is in the top right corner. When you install the latch bolt in the prep, it is important that it sits flush and square. It may be necessary on wood doors to clean out the corners, as sometimes debris is left. To secure the latch bolt, we're going to use 2 small combo screws provided. Wood doors will require a 1/8 inch pilot hole. When installing the latch bolt, it's important to use a handheld screwdriver and not a motorized drill. I also like to leave the screws loose so that I have play in my latch bolt. This will help when installing the deadbolt body. Next, we'll install the outside escutcheon. To do so, first verify the tail pieces in the proper orientation. On right-hand doors, you'll want to turn it counterclockwise until it stops. For left-hand doors, you'll turn it clockwise until it stops. Pass the wire under the latch bolt and the tail piece through the crosshairs in a horizontal position. It's a good idea at this point to verify the latch bolt is moving freely, and that you can remove the key in the locked and unlocked position. If you can't, you'll have to readjust your latch bolt and reinstall. Next, we'll secure the outside escutcheon. To do so, we'll use the inside mounting plate and gasket with the through bolts. We're going to line these through bolt holes in the inside mounting plate with the through bolt holes in the latch bolt and the threaded holes in the exterior escutcheon. It's important at this step to verify your holes are in fact in line. You may need to adjust the exterior escutcheon, the interior escutcheon, and the latch bolt to do so. When installing the through bolt screws, you'll be able to verify whether or not you're lined up properly. If your through bolt screws pass easily through the inside plate, the latch bolt, and into the exterior escutcheon threaded screws, you're on a good start. At this point, with a handheld tool and not a motorized tool, we can tighten the outside escutcheon and inside mounting plate. As you can see, I didn't over tighten the through bolt screws. Over tightening of the through bolt screws could lead to binding of the latch bolt. I will also check with my fingers and with the keys that the latch bolt operates freely. I should be able to move the latch bolt with the keys with very little effort. That feels pretty good. It's also important at this step to note, does my exterior escutcheon move? If it's snug to the door and doesn't move, and the latch bolt works properly, it's time to install the interior escutcheon. To install the interior escutcheon, we're going to first remove the battery cover. I'm going to turn the thumb turn away from the edge of the door. Connect our cable. After connecting the cable, route the wire through the guide. Line up the tailpiece with the crosshairs of the thumb turn. I'm going to assure that I got proper alignment by operating the latch bolt with the thumb turn. It's also important at this step to notice if there's any binding. If not, I can secure my inside escutcheon using the 2 pan head screws provided. Again, I didn't over tighten these screws and only hand tightened them. Thumb turn works well. Keys operate smoothly. At this point, I'll tighten down my latch bolt screws. Now that I've tightened my latch bolt screws, I'm going to once again verify my thumb turn as well as the exterior keys are both operating the latch bolt smoothly and easily. At any point during the installation process, should the latch bolt become tight or hard to operate, go back to the last set of screws that were tightened down and back them off slightly. Recheck the operation of the latch bolt. What we're looking for is a smooth operation of the latch bolt, but everything should be secure as well. With motorized latch bolts, it's important that the latch bolt move freely with mechanical functions prior to putting the batteries in. So at this point in the installation process, my exterior escutcheon is tight, my interior escutcheon is tight, the latch bolt works freely with my thumb turn and my key, and I did not over tighten any of the screws. I only tightened them hand tighten with a handheld tool. The last step in installation will be to install the batteries and the battery cover. After installing all 4 batteries, you should notice the latch bolt extend freely. There you have it.